This is Tim from Profit Factory. I have the great honor of being with the one and only Mike Rhodes, co-author, howdy, co-author with Perry Marshall and Brian Todd of the Ultimate Guide to Google AdWords. And actually, when I was in Chicago at a Perry Marshall event that Mike was at as well, Perry actually from stage pointed at Mike and said, "That man knows more about Google than I do."
I think he was drunk.
He was drunk and drunk. So every time I hear Mike speak, he sees the future of AdWords, and recently rated the 17th most influential person
like that.
in the world for PPC. It's amazing. So
24.
It's 24. That's 17th first in my heart.
Oh,
so
Love Fest.
You love Fest. So so I shared with Mike the triple path of readership. And in a moment, I'll get him to maybe give his take on things, because as a former eMyth consultant. So if you don't already know, triple path readership, when you're writing a systems document, the first path is all the detail. Obviously, do this, do that, the whole way through. Then from there, you'll go back to the top of the document, and you'll write in headers that a person could just scan the headers and also be able to complete the document if they were already had some experience with it. Then the third path is just final checks at the very bottom. So your expert users can literally just skip everything and just go to the final quality control checks at the end. And by having that triple path, it makes the document very inviting for even expert users to use, because one of the biggest pitfalls is...
I think. Well, so we created over 500 systems in my agency, systems for the guys to follow, for the team to use. And the problem with a long system, the full version that Tim has just explained, is that an expert or even an intermediate person doesn't want to follow that. Yeah. It's too painful to open that up. They know what they're doing. They don't need all of that detail. And so what ends up happening is they don't end up following checklists, and then stuff starts going wrong.
Yep.
So what I loved about it was that it covered it. And actually what we've done, I'm not sure if I'm meant to say this, but for a bunch of systems, we've created that intermediate one first. So we've just created the headers.
Interesting.
Because for the stuff that the guys already know to do, I've just said, like, don't try and recreate the wheel. Let's just go boom, 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 get the headers done, and get that expert confirming checklist at the bottom that they can jump straight to, because of the way you link stuff with your formatting in Google Docs, which is gold. And then when somebody needs it, we come back around and fill in all of the detail.
That's totally an improvement. That's an improvement right there.
Oh, cool.
So do what Mike does. if you're doing triple path readership, start with intermediate. Absolutely.
Because we want to document the stuff that we already know to do, and then it doesn't become this huge onerous thing. But we've tried everything. We've tried Basecamp, we've tried Asana, we've tried Dropbox with text files. The simplicity of doing it in Google Docs with view, edit, and comment. The ability to, I've just been chatting to another mate of ours here. He's got the whole thing on his phone, every system in his business, in his pocket all the time. No messing around and logging into weird WordPress sites, and it's just there. And he's been sitting in the talks with me here, just updating his processes as stuff happens. And he had a gold day yesterday, updated 7 processes. His business is now that much better,
that's
and
amazing.
there's no pissing around. So it's been really, really useful for us. The team love it, because I'm not asking them to create these massive checklists. And it just works. And the formatting part of creating the little table of contents in the Google Doc. Genius. Like you say, eMyth, and I've been a fan of systems for a long time. And next level. Thank you.
Nice. Very good. Yeah, well, I'm so inspired to know that you bring so much to the table every time we chat, to know that in my own little way I was able to help you out in return. That's awesome. So if you're interested in PPC services, websavvy.com.au.
That is the one, or ppcsavvy.com.
ppcsavvy.com, I love it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, Mike Rhodes.